the more we know about ourselves, the more we learn about ourselves, the more we learn about how we behave, how we react, how we interact with others, and also how that interplays with our own energy in everyday life, has a huge impact on you, and it has a huge impact as well on everybody else and the world that is around you. Very interesting download this morning. So I was out walking the dogs and I just heard the word Corinthians. So I asked, well, what do you mean? And the message I got was just check it, Google it, have a look for it, see what it tells you and take the messages that you need from it. And I've just been trying to integrate that a little bit this morning. And Corinthians, if you're not sure, is it has various meanings, but one of them is a passage in the Bible about Paul becoming one of the apostles. And I'm not a religious person. I don't follow any specific religion. However, there is a lot of metaphors, and there is a lot of truth, and there is a lot of different ways of living to be shown and revealed in religious texts and scriptures and the Bible as well. And I've just been searching it there, and I've searched a little bit about it this morning as well, but there's a passage in it where Paul is appealing to people to not be divided, to not be separated, to be no division, but to know yourself and know each other in mind and thought completely. And I thought, that is really, really interesting. And it was really kind of like compounding thoughts of a video that I wanted to make, about just knowing ourselves, knowing what makes us tick, knowing about what we actually love, knowing that we are love, knowing that we are this divine spiritual energy that is within us, that is everlasting. We are Christ consciousness. We are the Buddha nature. We are whatever terminology you want to give it, divine, source, universe, whatever you want to give it, we are that is. And the more we understand that, we then start to understand ourselves more, because we become more aware of how we think, how we react, how we behave, how our emotions interact with us, the mind-body connection, what we're feeling internally within the physical body. So we can really utilize the physical body to understand how different people, thoughts, emotions, feelings make us actually feel. So sometimes, when you walk into a place, maybe you're out and you just walk into a room and you get a really unsettling feeling, like something's just happened or something's about to happen, or you can feel the tension in the room. That's kind of like your clairsentient empathic ability that is there, and you can feel that in the body. You can feel this tightness within the body, because you're becoming more aware of yourself. You're becoming more aware of how your body reacts with the energy that is flowing through you. So the more we start to understand ourselves and how our body reacts to the energy that is around us, the more we become in line and in tune with ourselves, and the more we step away from a lot of control systems that are in place by the system. So the more that you know about yourself, the more that you understand yourself and understand how powerful you actually are, the more you don't require the elements of the system to keep you controlled, to keep you in this stuck way of being, to be totally revolved around this structure, this three-dimensional structure that is kind of like keeping us trapped in on a vibrational level. And so for some people this will be kind of like totally, what are you talking about? And for others they'll totally get it. So for those that are on like this awakening spiritual path and have been on this for some time, they will start to understand and realize about energy and the frequency that is around us, and also the heavier frequency that keeps people locked in fear and worry and all the low vibrational frequencies. And then once you start to harmonize and understand what they are, and the fact that we do need them, because we need polarity, we need the two energies. So we need a lower dimensional energy so we can actually see and we can actually utilize it to evolve ourselves, but we also need to develop, as we evolve ourselves, we develop our own vibration and increase that vibrational frequency within, which gives us more awareness of who we are, gives us more clarity, gives us more direction and more power in knowing that actually what we're thinking, what we're doing, how we're emotionally connecting to different things, such as addictions and all the lower stuff in life that you don't really need, physical things like the car, the other, the stuff that we, it's all materialism. Once you start to realize that you don't need that, and your thoughts are creating your very reality, you switch kind of like trajectory, you switch direction, and you start moving in a whole new pathway, because just as you start to sort of lift a little bit of a veil, a little bit of a layer, and things feel a little bit lighter, and you start to move down a different pathway, and you realize actually, this is feeling like really nice and really good. And every now and again you're going to veer back, and you will go back, because you have to dip in back to that low frequency now and again to learn how to come back out of it. So it's all a learning game. You're going in and out all of the time. So the more we're less divided with ourselves and with each other, the more we connect in unity and love and in mind and thought, and want to bring a powerful vibration onto the earth, the more that we help everybody else ascend and awaken. And it creates so much, it does create a lot of divide, because you've got so many people on one side of the fence that they won't be able to evolve. They will remain in the three-dimensional density, because that is their soul contract, that is their soul journey. And then there will be others that are ready, that are in the right vibrational frequency of Christ consciousness, Buddha nature, universal law, universal frequency, whatever you want to call it. They will move into this other frequency, and they will start to evolve and move on past. And this is why we see this huge split, and this is why we see this divide. There is division, and it's natural division, but the more that we work on ourselves and create that unity within, it actually brings more of the people on a lower frequency start to ascend and raise their frequency slightly. Maybe not enough, but it will help. It will certainly help. So that's the power of unity and connection and communities, and coming together and sitting in love and sitting with our brothers and sisters, and being at one with the world, and not being divided, not being pulled down different pathways of fear and illusion, and actually opening the eyes and creating a wonderful reality that is life, is learning, is healing, is spirituality, is development. There is so much to be seen once you start to lift the veil of the three-dimensional frequency that we've been living in and trapped in for so long. So yeah, what do I mean? What did I make this video for? Connection, basically. Connection to yourself. The more you know yourself, the more you have this self-realization of who you really are and the journey that you're on, the more you will be fully receptive, fully open, the more you will have connection to others, and that connection to others increases that sense of love, of harmonization, and that just, it's like the ripples in a pond, it just moves out. You won't be able to see it, but you can feel it. You can feel the changes because of your receptivity and your connection to these universal energetic changes that are taking place all around you. It's a beautiful journey. I hope this video helps just to enlighten a little bit of why things are the way they are, and the importance of inner connection and inner knowing.